Shalom, family. Barakas to all of you. I pray that all of you are doing well and having a wonderful day. This is your Auntie Avi, and I have a wonderful guest with me today, my sister, Titi Earth.
Hi, babies. I'm happy to be here with my sister today. I don't know, but wonderful and all that, but thank you. All praises to the Most High.
All praises to the Most High. Okay, so today, family, coming to you, with a word that was laid on my heart, like that was given to me by YAH. And it talks about waiting. I know a lot of us, we're going through different seasons in our lives, and in the process of going through that season, sometimes we're in a season of waiting. And in that season, it can become challenging because sometimes it's quiet. There's no answers. You're not sure of direction. So I just want to share some thoughts with you and some precepts of what YAH gave to me. So we're going to start with what I learned about waiting from a YouTube video. And in the video, it said, waiting is warfare and stillness. As I said, this was a quote from the YouTube video that I watched. And I would add to it that waiting is also refinement. The video went on further to say, because everything in your flesh wants to move ahead of YAH, and everything in your emotions wants immediate answers, and everything in your circumstances is screaming, do something now. And that's what makes waiting warfare and stillness. What are your thoughts on that?
Um, and sorry, babies, and Auntie Gert, Titi hasn't been feeling the best for some days now. So I'm just here supporting my sister, but I don't feel physically well. Um, to answer my sister's question, um, when it becomes warfare, is because it's like that Psalms, the anxieties within me. As human, and in our human experiences, we don't like something that is not tangible. We must have it, we must see it, we must be sure. And in seeing it and being sure, we feel grounded, right? If we can touch it, if we can taste it, if we can see it, then we have the belief or that calm. And then YAH is using these circumstances to stretch us, to build our faith, to grow. In these circumstances, this is where He's pruning us. He's using the weight and the warfare, the anxieties, to cause you to have a closer relationship that is totally reliant on Him and not your own flesh. Because a life that is absent of the need of YAH showing up in your life, it's not a life we should sign up for. It's a life destined for disaster. Anything alive ought to be growing. I don't want to take over your talking, my sis. Anything alive ought to be growing, okay? And so, in order for us to level up and have certain elevation in our lives, we have to go through tumultuous situations. We have to go through where you have to wait, because in that waiting, you have to rely solely on Abba, Yah. Can nobody bring that to fruition but Yah? You're going to have to go through that. And listen, if you prematurely come out of that, it's problems on the other side. You're going to repeat this cycle, and sometimes it gets worse and worse and worse, and sometimes it even takes people out of here.
Yes.
I'm talking out of the land of the living
Yes.
into the land of the dead, because they make stupid, foolish decisions because they don't want to wait on Yah. And the waiting process, it's not a punishment, though it feels like hell on earth. It's not a punishment. It all works out for our good in the end. Okay? So let me give it back to Auntie Abby.
Wow. That was well said. Very profound and lot of truth. All truth in what my sister TT Earth is saying. And piggybacking on what she's saying, waiting, it yes, it can be challenging. Like she said, it can feel like hell. And in it, it tests us whether we will remain patient until instructions arrive and trusting Yah, or will we go ahead of him with our own solutions? And an example of that is with the children of Yasharel. Like while Moses was receiving the commandments and instruction from Yah in the mountains, look what they did. They chose to move in their own wisdom, and they asked for an idol to worship. Even after seeing everything that the Most High Yah had done, all the miracles, his movements, he even spoke to them. And yet they turned around and asked for an idol. And as a result of it, many of them died, forfeiting the promise. And they asked for this idol because of their heart, the wickedness that was deep within their heart. And this is another thing that waiting tests. It tests and exposes what's in our heart. During the wait, knowing and making sure that our foundation, what we're anchored to, is solid, is so important. Because as you see, like in the example, you will be tested. And you'll be tested when things get extremely, incredibly dark. The answers seem non-existent. You're not hearing anything. Yah seems quiet. Quiet where you may even question if he's still there. But these are the moments that you require his strength. The reassurance, stand on the reassurance from his word. Ask Yah for the wisdom, knowledge, understanding, discernment, and discretion in this time.
Yes.
So that you will know how to move, how not to move, what to do, how to be still. Because as we said before, there is that battle. It's that battle of your flesh, because your flesh wants answers now. It wants a solution now. It wants problem solved. It wants things to stop, this to fix now. That microwave, let's get it now, solution.
Instant gratification.
Yes. My sister
You
said,
can repeat it.
instant gratification.
Mm-hmm.
But we need to understand that our waiting, the waiting season, it's like incubation chamber, so to speak.
Yes.
It's where you are growing, you are changing, you are shedding, and you're forming things anew. This is where your entire character, belief systems, everything that you have formed, that you have been conditioned to, what does not serve, what does not help you to elevate, to move forward, it will all be stripped away, stripped down, exposed, and dealt with.
I think they need to hear that again.
So I will repeat it as my sister said. The waiting season, it's like an incubation chamber, so to speak. This is where you are growing, you are changing, you are shedding, and you are forming new. This is where everything, your belief system, societal um, belief standards, everything that you have been taught, that you have adapted through life, that you have taken on, perceptions that you have, it will be stripped down, exposed, and dealt with. And if it does not help you in your elevation and moving forward, it will be stripped away.
Yes, ma'am.
This is where you are being prepared and equipped for what YAH has in store and has called you to. Any thoughts, my sis?
You said a whole mouthful of goodness, of wisdom. It's like that caterpillar in the cocoon. That's an incubator, a type of natural incubator. And in that cocoon is just beauty happening. It's dark, it's gloomy, it's wet, you know, moist, and it's icky.
Mm.
Doesn't feel good in that isolated place. No one is in there with that caterpillar, just darkness and grossness around, whatever is taking place in this totally damn place.
Mm.
But when that incubator process is completed and that cocoon, it unravels, it bursts open, what comes out? This beautiful, colorful butterfly. Beautiful in nature. Like what? You were that little worm, that caterpillar, and you're looking this fantabulous right now. Flying first, you were crawling, crawling on your belly, and aren't we crawling on our stomachs before YAH with these distresses? You're on your stomach crawling. That's not a good look. It's not cute.
Yeah.
And then you go from crawling into this isolated, dark, damp cocoon, only to come out months, years later, flying, no longer crawling, no longer belly crawling, flying with all these vibrant, beautiful array of colors, the glow up. That's our process. YAH gives it to us in nature.
Yeah.
He shows us what the process is. And so some of us have to go through the school of hard knocks to get it because we are a stubborn, sottish people. We don't like godly, goodly counsel. Um, we don't like being processed. It hurts me sometimes and I get irritated, but I never try to rush myself out of a process because my biggest thing, my sister, your auntie can tell you, I'm big on growth and development.
Yes.
Anything I invest myself in is always around self-development.
Yes.
Things that allows me to grow not just spiritually, but energetically, emotionally, intelligently. And so, yeah, I invest those things and I'm big on growth. So she can tell you there are times I would say to her, even in our going through, don't pray and ask him to take you out. Because if you come out, you're going to be the same. What's going to be the change? What's going to be the glow up? What's going to be the growth? What did you learn? If you're
Yes.
so busy saying, yeah, get me out of this situation,
Yes.
then you're not a person eager to grow. I got to tell you it live and direct.
Mm-hmm.
You want the easy way out, and that's why you lack discernment. That's why you are so carnal, carnally minded.
Yep.
And I'm not even talking about anti version, I'm talking about your mindset.
Yes.
You allow your trauma to dictate your counsel, to dictate your outcome, to project onto others,
Yeah.
rather than having sound wisdom or knowledge because you haven't allowed yourself to go through the process to be healed. When you go through this waiting process, Yah can drive out the foolishness out of us.
Yes.
You mean you still have the same mindset that you had 20 years ago, 10 years ago, even a week ago? Where's the elevation? Where's the growth?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why the heat has been turned up. And my sister can tell you, Auntie, I get upset if there's any type of murmuring. Yes, we are in pain and our feelings are valid, but anyone get me out of this. I'm like, but you coming out all the time, but ain't a damn thing changed about you.
Right.
Energetically, spiritually,
Yeah.
mentally, emotionally. You're still the same damn wreck.
Yep.
You still speak the same.
Mm-hmm.
Your behavioral patterns are
Yes.
still predictable and still the same. So if you rush out of it, you are a half baked cake. Now we think that means eat from a cake unturned, a silly doctrine. It's talking about you not fully developed, foolishness in you, not purified.
Mm-hmm.
So don't, instead of praying, get me out of this, Abba, because you're going to miss the lesson and then you're behind. You're going to find you having to repeat the same old cycle, and some of you still ain't going to learn it because foolishness is in you, in a lot of us. Instead, what I've taught my sister and myself, ask Yah to give you the mercy and the grace to endure this process and to help you not to miss what you need to learn, what you need to develop within this. And every time I surrender, I come out with more wisdom,
Mm-hmm.
more knowledge,
Yep.
more understanding, more spiritual intuitivity, more barakas, because I allow Yah to process me. We've been in a process almost but 5 years.
Yes.
Let me tell you, life has been cutting our asses. Could I cuss on your channel?
Oh,
I'm sorry.
go ahead.
I can't even tell you some of the things I've personally been walking through, not even us as a collective together, but individually.
Yeah.
Some things are very private. Some things that could have put us on the ward.
Yes.
Sometimes you felt you were dying,
Yes. Yes.
literally.
Yes.
Some warfares you can't even discuss
Yep.
with people who don't have an understanding of what goes on in the spiritual realm, different things,
Yes.
and suffered and suffered and suffered. And watching your life go to from is it altitude
Yes.
down to a ground zero.
Yep.
Baby, when you crash down to ground zero, that's the perfect place. It's only up from down.
It's true.
It's only up from down. And when you crash down to that ground zero, that's where Yah, He is shaking your entire foundation.
Yes.
The woman I was 4 years ago, even a week ago, I'm no longer the same because I'm allowing myself to be processed. Even though I get irritated and hurt, but I always go back. Yes, make haste to deliver me. Yes, accelerate, but don't accelerate and make haste without me learning the lesson or being purified in the process.
Yes.
All praises to the Most High, yeah. Sorry,
No.
for talking so much.
No.
Again, I don't feel well. I'm lying down actually. Um, while we're doing this recording physically, but I pray you get some strength out of what Auntie Abby is saying and even what Yah has allowed me to contribute. Okay, so back over to you, Auntie.
All praises to the Most High. Powerful. And yes, there's a lot of wisdom in what Auntie T.T. Earth has said. Um, you allow Yah and the process. Allow the process, because it's in that process you will learn, revelations will come, your discernment will increase, growth, wisdom, different levels. Yah, whatever Yah is preparing you for, allow Him to fully prepare you and align with His will, not go on your own. Because some of you right now, if Yah was to give you what He has for you, you will fumble it. You will make a mess of it.
F it right up.
Yeah, the auntie said, F it right up.
You keeping it PG.
Yes.
My sisters, the calm, diplomatic.
Yes. So I encourage you to trust the Most High, trust the process, hold on to His word, hold on to His promises, remind Him of what He said, ask Him for strength, His strength, to continue to walk through the process. And I will leave you with these two precepts. Psalms chapter 27, verse 14. Wait on the Most High. Be of good courage, and He shall strengthen thine heart. Wait, I say, on the Most High.
Hallelujah.
And the second one is Isaiah chapter 40, verse 31. But they that wait upon the Most High shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint.
Hallelujah.
All praises to the Most High. Yeah. And one more point that I wanted to add to this. I did a post regarding the eagle, and that when an eagle faces a storm, it discerns the wind and uses the wind to lift itself higher. In this waiting season, ask YAH to help you to discern it and use what He's shown you to elevate. And TT Earth has something else to say.
And to reiterate and to add to what Auntie Abby is saying, the ego uses the storm. It doesn't fight against the storm.
Yes.
It actually goes head into the midst of the storm because the storm allows it to elevate. It lifts its body up. It
Yes.
goes to higher altitude. So it uses the storm to push it up forward.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that ironic? Isn't that powerful?
Yes.
So we run from storms, but the ego is actually using the winds, the strong winds of the storm, to elevate,
Yes.
to ascend,
Yep.
to fly above it.
Mm-hmm.
And so let us take that approach. We're not telling you you're not going to hurt, because we have some hurt days. I've been crying a lot. I come out here, both of us. We show up and we support our brothers and sisters, but you don't know what we're fighting behind the scenes when these recordings and podcasts and premieres and different things end, and we have to go back to what we're dealing with. So I have days of crying inside because it's painful,
Yes.
some of the things we go through. We're not telling you not to cry, not to feel, but we're encouraging you to have a certain attitude, because that attitude is going to help you through the storm. It's going to keep you sane. It's going to keep you stable, and it's going to keep you understanding
Yes.
the ways YAH moves. Even when we don't fully understand what He's doing, we have an inclination, something we can hold on to,
Yes.
an optimistic spirit.
Yes.
If you get into that dark place of pessimism, that's when you end up in the psych ward. That's when you end up deleting yourself.
Yes.
Okay? So cry. Cry out to Him. It's no shame in that. But remember the power you hold, that YAH is powerful and He got you. And you coming out of this on the other side, okay, babies? I love you. Mwah.
I love you. Shalom. Mwah.